I think it was really several reasons. The first one being the location, because although I was really motivated to find an internship in Mexico, the place that I really wanted to work in person was something close to Querétaro or San Luis Potosí. And that was when I realized that all the firms, or most of the firms here in Mexico, they are located in Mexico City. And that was when I found out about VGA, because they are precisely located in this part of Mexico that I wanted to work. I first spoke with Mr. Vega, Joaquin Vega, and he explained me about the firm, about their diverse client base, and he told me his plans for the future for his company. He explained me what VGA was and what they do. And that instantly resonated with me a lot, and I knew that I wanted to spend my summer internship with them. So when I received my offer, I really didn't think twice. Yeah, so everyone is very professional. Every associate that I spoke with, they do carry this passion about what they do, that when we're speaking, when they're telling me what they do, and I could really feel that passion. I know that everyone at VGA, they strive a lot to be at their best, to provide the best service that they can for their clients, exactly the way that their clients expect. And the culture of the company, it was very good. It was contagiating in a sense, and I think it's really good when you are working side by side with people who are the best at what they do. And for me, I could really absorb all this culture and all their professionalism, their expertise in Mexican law, and I think that at the end of my internship, I will have a little bit of this expertise as well. So, yeah. So, in many ways. So, my internship, it was really carefully designed to have three main, let's say, stages or phases, as if my day were divided in about three parts. So the first part is actually like an instruction. VGA really, they designed like one-on-one workshops with the partners, with the associates, and some Mexico legal figures, so that I could meet with them and learn and absorb about the legal framework of Mexican law. That was really instructive. It was really like one third of my time. And the other part is actually work. So I would receive work from associates or from the partners. They would assign to me, like, for example, contracts to review, or I would assist in incorporation societies and things like that. And the other part that I'm really excited about is that I'm also learning that aspect of client development, which is a really important part for Mexican firms that want to grow. And quite honestly, I know that this is a type of experience that I would not be able to have very soon in my career. So being able to see how they do, learn, and also be able to contribute to that, it is really amazing. So I think that VGA has afforded me with a very good opportunity to improve myself and my career and my understanding about Mexico, about Latin America in multiple ways. And truly, it was everything. Because my initial conversation with Mr. Vega was me telling about what I thought that it would be very good for me, which was to have this exposure with cross-border transactions. What I have, it went far beyond that. So in my internship, I had exposure to employment law. I gained several insights in migration issues. I went to hearing sessions for employment. I also did some research for IP, like Mexican IP matters. And what I feel now is that this experience, what I had at VGA, which was much more than I expected, now it feels that everything is connected. It feels that all of those pieces of things that I had this exposure that I learned, it feels that all of these matters, all of these issues are related to transactions. And I feel that sometime in the future, when I am representing a client who is doing some sort of transaction with a Mexican client, by taking a look at this document, I will be able to make all of these connections. And I think that this was the biggest advantage of being able to do this internship in a full service firm that does everything for corporate, because I really got a little bit of everything, and that was very complete. Yes. I received a lot, but I think the most important one was that documents that make perfect sense under US law may actually destroy a client's prospects in a Mexican court. And what do I mean by that? So there was a case that I was assigned to, and it was a client who had a joint venture, and he had a promissory note under Mexican law called pagaré. But the way that it was prepared, it was actually like following US standards. And I had to do a research. I didn't even know like about promissory notes in the US, so I actually learned about it too. And in the US, we have several types of promissory notes. They can come in many forms and serve several purposes. But under Mexican law, promissory notes, they're very simple. They're a very specific document, and they serve a very particular purpose, and they have one type of enforcement. And if you start adding clauses, terms, as you would naturally do in the US, then you're not making a pagaré in Mexico. You're not really making a promissory note, as Mexico has this understanding of pagaré. And the reason why I'm telling this is that all of this experience that I gained in this internship, it really gave me this sensitivity to understand that different areas, they do have very different procedures, and things that make sense in one place, they do not make sense in another place. So having constant reiterations of that, it was really good, really, really good. Yes, so everything really, spending my time with the attorneys here in person. Actually, I started in Aguascalientes, and now I am in Mexico City. So I actually had the opportunity of being in two offices and meeting the attorneys, speaking with them, getting a sense of what they do, what their daily life looks like, how do they interact with the clients, what type of cases they do, and actually like their passion, because it's really contagiating when you're speaking with someone who is so excited about what they do. So spending time with the attorneys and actually having this opportunity of seeing how everything is done in Mexico, it was the best part. But I'm suspicious. I would say I loved everything.